Hello viewers, welcome to another Doctor Who episode review. Today I'm reviewing The Enemy of the World, which is the fourth story of Season 5 of Doctor Who. It's a story written by David Whittaker, starring Patrick Troughton as the Doctor, Fraser Hines as Jamie McCrimmon, and Deborah Watling as Victoria Waterfield. It's a story that ran between the 23rd of December of 1967 through to the 27th of January 1968. And as people know, this is sort of the latest episode to be found, the latest story to be found, because I think there were only episode 3 that existed until 2013 when the rest of the episodes were found along with The Web of Fear. And yeah. So it's quite a recent release, really. So yeah, let's get on with the review. So what do I think overall? Well, I think it's a very good story. It's a very, very good story. It's a story that's very unique because it does feel like a Doctor Who story, but it also feels like, it just sort of feels different. The whole feel of it to me. And I absolutely love the idea of someone that looks double of the Doctor. And in this story, it's Salamander, who looks just like the Doctor, and he basically wants to take over the world. And he's got people working for him, and not everybody likes him, and yeah, you kind of got that going on. And to say it's a 6-part story, I didn't really get bored. It did keep me interested. Part 1 were great. The ending were great. Parts 2 to 5 were all great. But yeah, it's a great story. I think Jamie and Victoria were both fantastic in this story. I thought Patrick Troughton did a fantastic job at obviously the Doctor, but at Salamander, playing, the protagonist and the enemy. And I thought that were great. So basically, of course, people are shooting the Doctor in part 1 because obviously they think he is Salamander, and he then gets rescued, and there's this Kent fella, and they're basically saying that he looks exactly like Salamander and they need to kill him. And the Doctor's basically saying, no, not until I have evidence, not until I have the facts. And then all the way through the story, the Doctor ends up impersonating Salamander to get around, just to get near to where Salamander's base is, to know more basically. And and obviously Victoria and Jamie sort of do that as well. But obviously it ends up that it kind of starts convincing Bruce that Salamander is evil, and we need to get to this proof and to get to this evidence that this guy who looks just like the Doctor is very, very evil. And obviously Bruce sees that. And I thought Bennick was very sleazy. He was very, very irritating because with his smug grin that he puts on and everything, it was just really irritating, and that's a good thing. I like characters that really irritate me because it makes them great actors and great characters. But yeah, he really irritated me. And then it's the thing at the end when it was sort of like Kent was working with Salamander to keep the 20 odd prisoners down below, and sort of like to rule the world together, but Kent obviously wanted to end up killing Salamander in the end so he could take his place and he could be the controller of the world. And obviously Salamander's not that stupid and kills him. And I didn't really see that coming. I thought Kent was opposite, but the Doctor were right. You can't just take someone's word for it that someone's evil. Kent was evil, even though he didn't seem like he was. I thought the whole idea of Salamander with keeping the prisoners down below, I like that idea of him doing that and making natural disasters happen, and the whole feel of it sort of felt espionage like. So it kind of felt like that, this story, and I liked that. I liked how different it felt, and to say it was a 60s Doctor Who story and sort of the look of it and the editing's not that good, you know how it is. The final scene where Salamander and the Doctor meet in the TARDIS, because Salamander at that point ends up impersonating the Doctor, the actual fight scene with the way it showed them both for like a few seconds, I thought it was done really, really well. To say it was a cheap budget show, TV program, that was done really, really well. And I've said that people who know me know that I think season 5 is a step up from season 4 and season 3 and season 2 and season 1. Season 4 to season 14 are the golden years of Doctor Who, and everything's just brilliant. And we've had the Tomb of the Cybermen, which is a classic. We've had the Abominable Snowmen and the Ice Warriors, the great stories, and then we get this story, which it's just fantastic. It's just such a great, fantastic run of stories. And then I've seen this episode when I first got the DVD in 2013, and I've seen the Web of Fear as well. And I know the Web of Fear is even better than this, but I'm gonna rewatch it anyway, for the purpose of the review. But it's just such a great run of stories, and I think 60s Doctor Who is better than what people think, because I do agree that sometimes it doesn't look great, but like this story and a fair few others, especially in the late 60s Doctor Who, it looks great. The editing's fantastic. So yeah, isn't that great run of stories of season 5? And the story were great. 6 parts were long enough. Any longer than it probably pushing, come on. So yeah, 6 parts were enough. The story were great, the characters were great, and Patrick Troughton, he was absolutely fantastic. A great actor. And yeah, I don't know what else to say now. I can't praise this story enough. It's not perfect. It's not absolutely perfect. There are better stories, but it's very, very good. I'm so glad they found it, along with the Web of Fear. So, yeah. Speaking of the Web of Fear, that will be the next story I will be reviewing. And, yeah. Hopefully I will see you in my next review. And as ever, please comment, like, and subscribe for more videos. I would love to know what you think about The Enemy of the World. Yeah. I will see you next time. Bye.